Interior pharmacy, potion shop, day. A small shop like an old-fashioned chemist's. Bottles, small and large, line shelves all around the room. A long desk separates the most potent ointments from the shop floor. Behind the desk is Andrew, the shopkeeper, 50s, apron-clad, white male. Paula, 40s, female, well-dressed and businesslike, enters the shop carrying a small vial.
Hello, I'd like to return this, please.
Yes, madam. Can I ask why?
Unexpected side effects.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to hear that. I will need to log this with the manufacturer. Let me just fetch a form to do so.
He pulls a clipboard out from under the desk. On the clipboard is a paper form, and attached by a string is a pencil.
Okay, so you purchased a 100 milligram bottle of Attitude, and it looks like you have consumed about half.
Correct.
Have you been following the instructions and recommended doses?
I have.
And what were the side effects you experienced?
Lost my job, lost my husband, lost my house, and lost my dog. I don't think the dog was related, but better mark it down for investigation in case.
Of course. And do you have your receipt?
Yes, here you go.
Thank you. Now, madam, we do have a 6-month returns policy, and it looks like this was purchased 6 months ago today.
Your policy isn't clear on whether the 6 months is inclusive or exclusive of the day purchased.
It's inclusive.
Well, it doesn't say that anywhere.
I see.
What do you see?
Nothing, madam.
You said it in a way that implied it wasn't nothing.
It's just, sometimes we are returned items which are not faulty, but rather there is a fault in the way in which the person's body digests such an item.
You're saying I'm faulty?
No, madam. I'm saying that I have never had an issue with this batch of Attitude. And much like a food hygiene inspector must take into account other corroborating claims of food poisoning on an establishment, or lack thereof, I must take into account other corroborating claims of side effects, or lack thereof.
Are you saying that no one else has complained about this bottle of Attitude?
Precisely. You catch on fast. Very good.
I see you've taken a dose of patronising this morning.
There's no need for that, madam.
Do you keep a record of purchases? Surely, with something this potent, you have to take names and details.
We do, madam.
Please go on and get your record then.
Indeed.
Andrew disappears through a back door and returns moments later with a thick book. He opens it on the desk.
Please list for me the names of people who purchased this ointment in June. First names are fine.
Very well. There was you, Paula. Then there was Graham, David, Simon, Michael, Timothy, Brian, and Stephen.
Right.
Right?
Do you see any commonality there?
I don't. No.
Okay.
Madam, I'm awfully sorry that you lost your job, your husband, your house, and your dog. But I think perhaps you need to consider whether these things occurred as a result of your own issues. Graham, David, Simon, Michael, Timothy, Brian, and Stephen all reported very positive impacts on their careers and personal lives. Perhaps Attitude is just not suited for you. Look, we've had some wonderful new potions in this week. I've got a bottle of Feminine, which might be useful. Here I have Sycophantic. It's a little off-putting when you smell it, so you're best off holding your nose as you swallow, but it does wonders for your job prospects. Then over here, I have Compliant, Self-Deferential, and Meek. These have similar effects, but when used as a trifecta, have been found to vastly improve relationships for people like you.
Did Graham, David, Simon, Michael, Timothy, Brian, or Stephen try any of these?
No, madam, they didn't need to, because Attitude worked for them.
I see. Well, are you going to give me my money back?
Behind Paula, Timothy enters the shop. 30s, male, has a sales guy vibe to him.
Hello, sir. How may I help you?
Hello? You haven't finished with my request?
Yeah, hello. I'm looking for another bottle of Paula.
Timothy, Oh, hi. How are you?
Well, thank you. Well, yeah, I haven't been better, actually.
Wonderful.
I am really fucking rich these days.
Wow. Okay, we're not talking in personality, I suppose?
And I think I'm getting more attractive, like on a daily basis.
Interesting.
And I got promoted.
To my old job?
Yeah. Is that awkward?
A bit.
I know you've been striking out a bit recently, but this guy has some really great product. You need to try it. I mean, this stuff I've been taking is better than Coke, and trust me, I love Coke.
I know you do. I saw you doing lines off the receptionist's breasts at the office party.
Hey, it wasn't just me.
No, you're right. Henry was there too.
Henry's an absolute legend.
Yes, if you spell legend P-E-R-V-E-R-T.
See, Paula, you see, that's the kind of shit that got you fired.
I think it was standing up for myself when I had my arse grabbed by the general counsel in the kitchen.
It was a bit dramatic, though, wasn't it, hey?
More dramatic than when you and Eddie had a shouting match in the middle of the office over who should take credit for closing the JBL deal.
It was me. That was just boys being boys, you know. I mean, we jostle, then we're mates again. That's how we do. No harm, no foul.
What if I acted like that with Christina? Would that have been no harm, no foul?
It depends. Would you have been naked wrestling at the time?
Unlikely.
That's a shame. Anyway, I need a top-up of attitude. Any chance of a discount?
You just missed our Black Friday discount last week.
Well, I know, but technically, it's still Friday. It's just a different Friday.
I'm not sure.
Oh, come on, man. Those dates are arbitrary. Just give me the discount.
Okay, fine. I'll give you 25%, not the full 30.
Deal.
What about my refund?
I'm sorry, madam. There's nothing I can do about that.
I'm starting to see a pattern.
I don't think you are. You haven't had any of our analytical lozenges.
Andrew takes a packet of lozenges from a shelf behind him.
Why does it say just for girls?
Well, men are born more analytical. They don't need these. It's a scientific fact.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
Maybe all she needs is a tampon. Do you have any of those?
Oh my God. I'm not sure I can handle this anymore. It's exhausting. It's a constant fight. Everything. I have to fight for everything. You make it so difficult.
Who, me?
All of you. It's just so difficult.
You ever thought it might be you that's difficult?
No. I mean...
Maybe you should consider it.
I just don't think.
Of course, you wouldn't think you were difficult. I mean, you're not a bad person. You'd never knowingly be difficult, but maybe you just are.
Maybe, I guess.
Sounds likely.
Everyone at work certainly thinks you are.
They do.
Oh, boy, yeah, I mean, they really do. I mean, we all talk about it still. I mean, Jefferson does a great impression. It's hilarious. Get your hands off my ass.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah. It's okay. Here.
Taking the bottles of compliant, self-deferential, and meek.
Why don't you just have some of these?
Okay. Thanks, Timothy.
Anytime.
The trifecta. Excellent choice.
Paula hands Andrew some cash, takes the bottles, and leaves the shop.
Women with attitude, eh?
They just can't handle it.
The end.